What's good, YouTube? Uh, Another video of the Civic. Stressful spending money and stuff, and still not getting the issue resolved. So, as you can see, I think I stated in the previous videos that the little bubbles popping up in the coolant. So, what I suspect, since I was saying my torque wrench and stuff, I used the wrong one and my stuff was 20 pounds under torque. But even with that, I got everything torque. I got new ARP studs. This time I put a chromatic head gasket, so probably that gasket is gone to waste. So I did all that stuff for the same issue to come back. The EGR hole, I blocked that off, thinking because I had issues with the exhaust bypassing. It's leaking in the bottom. You could have heard a little tick. So I have had that issue fixed, which didn't help. So car, now all of a sudden my car, probably the wideband I think went bad. It reads at 14 and then it goes all the way to 18 and then boop, 3 lines. So my suspect is either the head have a crack, the block have a crack. So this motor is bought used from a junkyard. A guy, I bought it from him, I think $300 or $400. So he said the motor is good, but I didn't even do a video of me tearing down the motor when I first got it because number 3 cylinder, everything looked fine. It had like a little pittedness in the cylinder, number 3. I got it cleaned up and stuff to the best as I can. Car runs with how it is, surprisingly, but either the head have a crack or the, what do you call it? Probably the block or somewhere else is leaking. I don't know. This motor was out like probably 2-3 times, so it's kind of stressful having to take out the motor. It will rev fine, everything, but the issue, on the boost is gonna for sure do the same thing again. Blow the, what you call it, the coolant in the reservoir and shoot all over the car because the whole car was full of coolant. So for now I use water, but the only thing new I saw is that with the radiator cap on, I don't see bubbles going in the reservoir. That's the only issue. So like when I rev the car, you see bubbles come up, which is not supposed to happen. So my suspect, either the head or the block have a crack. I would prefer probably maybe the block. It's probably the block. But the thing is, I will have to tear down the motor again and inspect everything. I don't know how to look because when I first got the motor, everything looked fine. I looked at it. It could have probably happened when I first started up. When it was burning rich. Not sure, but yeah, it could be that, or it could be a head. So I have to check everything. Everything is in the car. The car starts everything, but yeah, I want to get the car running right. I can move forward and whatever else I got to do in the car because engine is holding me back. I don't want to blow the engine. Knowing me, I might end up not giving a crap and just go with it like that. But it's gonna affect the motor in the longer run because the cracking get worse if you have a crack, which to me that's gotta be the issue because brand new head gasket and studs, so everything torqued down. So yeah, driving in the hot sun before, it will cause the hose to get hard, so the exhaust is bypassing whatever's going on in the motor. So my thing is I might go to a junkyard. The junkyard I go to they have TSX, so that'll be my option to cop a block and a head, and probably just take the block with the girdle and the crank, and the head with the valves. Maybe if they got the cams, I can take the cams too, and I can upgrade the cams to the 3 lobe because the TSX, the A4, got 3 lobe, I think. So if I get those, or just buy a bare block with the girdle, and just, I think that this crank can work in there too. It's basically like the same. I can swap these stuff over and see how it works, but I'll inspect everything first before I put it back in, because if this keep happening, I don't know, I'm gonna just give up. But I'm not trying to give up on the car. Car came a long way. It's all part of the car game, I guess. See a lot of video with people, they take out the engine multiple times because, you know, issues and whatever. But yeah, I got a couple videos of the car running with the bubbles, the little bubbles. What I'm gonna do is do a compression test, see which cylinder is bad. If it's the cylinder with the pittedness, I think it's number 3, then yeah, that cylinder. Because the thing is, I had the head off and I checked the cylinders, so I don't know if it might have a crack in the bottom, but usually if it's in the bottom, it will go all the way, crack all the way to the top. But it could be the head. So if it's a head, I think I have a A2, A3 head. I don't know if I think the cams and stuff can fit. I think the valves, the spring caps are bigger than these, and I have some springs there. I can probably, well, if I upgrade the springs, then it's best I do the valve, but I probably may just leave it stock. But yeah, if I can fit the A3 head, it will eliminate all of this right here. All of this stuff will be gone, and then I'll have the filler neck here, so it'll just go like a L, which will be better. And then I'll have more space on the turbo side. But you guys let me know in the comments what you guys think, what it can be if you guys had this issue before, because, you know, this is my first build. It's weird how my own car that I built is having more issues than, you know, when I fix a regular car. I don't know, I can't even enjoy the car. I enjoyed it a little bit, but it's just the bubbling issue. Probably the crack happened, you know, when I first started, like I said. All that fuel, it probably cracked either the cylinder, or it can crack between a valve or whatever near the coolant system. So yeah, you guys let me know in the comments what you guys think. Yeah, I'll keep it tuned.